Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we are looking at a paper trending on X, published on August 12, 2025, which was about 4 days ago. The big contribution is a mechanistic method that opens the black box of large language models to reveal how cultural knowledge and cultural biases are encoded, showing clear patterns of cultural flattening and Western dominance inside model representations. The paper is titled Entangled in Representations, Mechanistic Investigation of Cultural Biases in Large Language Models. And as we will see later, the implications for model training are quite significant. The study introduces CultureScope and demonstrates improved question answering when elicited cultural concepts are prepended to inputs. Building on that, the first tweet announces the preprint and shows CultureScope's pipeline image, while a second recap highlights revealed Western bias and available code. Engagement looks solid with 200 likes. Alright, here is the pipeline visual. At the left, the model answers the Greece question during inference. Then CultureScope reads the hidden states tied to the token zakynthos. Moving right, scoping in patches those activations into a probe prompt to decode candidate cultural concepts. Finally, the filtering box keeps only semantically activated, culturally relevant items, dropping generic or off-topic words. Together, these stages expose which internal features drove the answer, not just the surface output. Now this diagram illustrates the hard negative setup for the multiple choice questions. At the top, the question asks which game is popular in China, and the gold answer is hide and seek. Moving down, the left blue box shows the resource-based candidate list, while the right blue box shows the region-based list. Building on that, the green outcomes highlight two types of errors. Western dominance picks monopoly, and cultural flattening picks Ute-Nori, reflecting confusion from nearby cultures. Moving to the results table, we see accuracies for three 8 billion class models across two datasets, BLEND and CAMEL2. The key pattern is consistent. CultureScope prompts lift open-ended question answering above baseline and above CANDLE, while cultural prompting sometimes helps but not reliably. Notably, on BLEND, CultureScope tops all inputs for every model, and on CAMEL2 it stays competitive, landing second in 2 columns and close elsewhere. Next up, this graphic maps cultural flattening connections uncovered by the cultural flattening score. The left column lists target countries, and the right column lists source countries that the model leans on when representing those targets. Notice the thick, colorful strands converging on Iran, the United States, and China, which frequently act as sources. Building on the earlier findings, many links run within regional neighbors, signaling that distinctive knowledge for one country gets pulled toward dominant or nearby cultures. Now, this table summarizes multiple choice results for three 8 billion class models across BLEND resource on the left and BLEND region on the right. Look first at the accuracy columns, where averages land around 40% and drop further for low resource targets. Building on that, the percent bias columns stay near 20% and rise for low resource, while refusals remain small. Taken together, the patterns show frequent errors skewing toward biased choices, especially when the gold answer belongs to low resource groups. Wrapping up, 2 takeaways stand out. CultureScope, a patching-based probe of hidden states, reliably surfaces usable cultural knowledge and boosts question answering, and the cultural flattening score reveals internal Western dominance, where distinctive traits get pulled toward high-resource cultures. Cultural flattening means overgeneralizing one culture through another. That is it for the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex. Thanks for listening.